So by us telling your story, will you come out with another book? And I said, I will. So that is why we have now Defining the Times, which is the complete journey of Barack Obama through the eyes of Colorado. The pictures in the book support his speeches. So what does that mean? So I started the book, remember, in 2006 from a defining moment. And it has all of his speeches in their entirety. So the pictures just support what he was saying. To look at the people's faces when they would hear him speak, and the exuberance and the excitement that he brought and what he said to the American people is what the pictures do for his speeches. So I want you to remember this word, liquid courage. So we go along, and in the meantime, I start putting it together. So I can't be creative with all the titles like I did with the defining moment, because we would have had 15 chapters. So I just condensed it down to the beginning, the first election, the first presidency, then the re-election. And so along the way, I met this lady in Washington, D.C., and she had worked for several presidents, and we had became really good friends. So she got an invitation in 2014 to go to President Obama's holiday reception. So she calls me and she says, Pat, would you like to be my guest at the president's holiday reception? And she said, I'm sorry that I'm calling you late notice, but I just got the invitation. And I'm saying, are you kidding me? Really? Of course. So words cannot even describe how I felt, but I felt like this little girl that was doing something unimaginable, maybe like a dream. Like, I'm a dreamer, but I never, and I use never very lightly, I never dreamed that I was going to go to the White House to be the guest of the President of the United States. Wow, who has those kind of dreams? Not me. So the night before I left, I went to an event, and our governor was there. And I went up to him and I said, Governor Hickenlooper, I said, guess where I'm going tomorrow? And he said, where? And I said, I'm going to President Barack Obama's holiday reception. And he says, what do you mean? And I said, what do you mean, what do I mean? I mean, I got invited to go to President Obama's holiday reception. He said, how does that happen? I'm governor of Colorado and I don't get to go. I said, well, that's because I have it like that. So the next day I left and went to Washington, D.C. And so as I was standing in line, because you had to go through 3 checkpoints, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And so when I kept getting closer and closer, I was like, is this really happening? For my girlfriend, this was old hat to her. She'd been like to 4 presidents' holiday parties. So we passed the last checkpoint, and I'm waiting for Secret Service to come and escort me. No Secret Service anymore. You are now the guest of the president, and you are now coming to his house for the party.